void become home. The galaxy had always feared the void, not empty exactly, dangerous, uncharted, a place where stars failed to ignite, where sensors could not function, where even time seemed slippery. No species entered willingly. None survived voluntarily. Commander Eric Dane stood on the bridge of the horizon, peering into darkness that had swallowed entire fleets. Most species treated the void as a threat, a graveyard, the first anomaly as a shimmer, faint and almost imperceptible. Navigator Terrell tilted his head, sensing patterns in the darkness. Silay, empathic diplomat from the Alari, felt something else entirely. Fear, but not theirs. Something ancient, observing, curious. It was the vortex entity. The vortex existed before stars, a sentient energy presence. It had watched galaxies die, watched civilizations rise and fall. It had no body, no form, yet radiated awareness. Most species fleeing the void never understood that it did not attack. It merely observed, and occasionally removed civilizations that intruded without purpose. Humans intruded purpose. They mapped nothing for conquest. They built for glory. They traveled simply to see, to adapt, to survive. AI Core Helix calculated survival probabilities in real time, accounting for void currents, energy anomalies, and potential encounters with the entity. Eric Dane, unlike most commanders, did not rely on probability. He trusted intuition, improvisation, and the human ability to act unpredictably. The void responded. When the first wave of anomalies struck, the gravitational distortions, the temporal eddies, every other species panicked. Fleets were shredded, research stations torn apart. Eric Dane's crew, however, adapted. Shields modulated with AI precision, hulls flexed with human-engineered nanomaterials, and ships navigated void currents almost instinctively. The vortex observed with curiosity. Silay realized what humans were doing differently. Most species entered the void expecting to survive, to conquer, to exploit. Humans entered expecting to learn, endure, and coexist. That resonance, their intent, was visible to the entity. It was the first time the vortex had paused. The second encounter was more direct. A fleet of humans approached a dark nebula that had already swallowed two alien civilizations. The vortex did not attack, it tested. An energy storm erupted around their fleet, rippling with potential destruction. Most ships would have been torn apart in milliseconds, not the horizon. Eric Dane and AI Core Helix combined human improvisation with calculated algorithms. Shields phased with the void's energy. Engines used turbulence to accelerate instead of resist. The crew did not panic. They adapted. The vortex pulsed in recognition. Navigator Terrell whispered, "It's not trying to destroy us. It's learning us." The vortex entity had seen countless species die trying to dominate the void. Humans did not dominate, they existed. Their unpredictability, empathy, and adaptability created a resonance that even the entity could not simulate. By the third encounter, the vortex interacted, not aggressively, not defensively, It reshaped void currents to guide the horizon through previously impossible paths, revealing regions rich in unformed matter and energy. Humans explored, studied, and mapped these areas. The void became a home, not a threat. Through centuries of exploration, humanity continued to traverse void regions other species feared. They never claimed it. They never named it. But the galaxy watched. Reports reached other civilizations. Humans survived where no one else dared, thrived where others perished, and established a presence in a place previously thought lethal. Humanity's greatest strength was never weapons. It was adaptation. The vortex, silent and ancient, remained in the void. But it waited differently now. For the first time it observed not predators or prey, but equals. The stars beyond the void would never be the same.